It's a new month, a new year even. What? Happy New Year, everyone. And we're gonna start today with a new song, brand new to us, by my friend Gary Lynn Floyd. It goes like this. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world, yeah. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. Then the second part goes, I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. Now sing it like you mean it. Burst of energy, I rise to greet the world, yeah. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise. I rise with a burst of energy. I rise, I rise. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. With a burst of energy, I rise to greet the world. Yeah.
Boy, that was great. Heather, thank you. You always have the right one. And Happy New Year, everyone. Wow, this is fantastic. We have a wonderful crowd. This is so exciting. It's lovely to hear everyone chitter-chattering and catching up. So welcome, everyone. Good morning. I am Amy Cover, and I am your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Donna and the Board of Trustees, I am privileged to welcome you here to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual journey, on your spiritual path, actually, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you are meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of your program, you will find our declaration of principles. Please join me in reading them. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Do we have any first-time visitors that would like to be acknowledged? Oh, I see a hand. Miss Brenda. And by the way, welcome Brenda and Jeff visiting from San Carlos and Uncle Jerry. And we have a special guest here with them.
We brought our daughter, Natasha.
This is Brenda and Jeff's daughter, Natasha, that they adopted from Ukraine. And that is quite a story. But we are so glad to have you all here. Welcome, Natasha. It's a joy to have you with us. Thank you for being here. Do we have any others? All right. Well, let's continue on. We invite you to stay after so we can get to know you a little bit better. And so anyway, if you would do that, that'd be awesome. I would also like to thank the people who make our service possible. That is you in the chairs. It wouldn't be the same without you. So we appreciate you immensely, and you know who you are. So thank you all so very much.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. I like our service candle. As we see the light in the candle, we are reminded of the light within each and every one of us, and we're encouraged to spread that light through the love and the connection that we all have. So for our invocation, now is the time of a new beginning. I am co-creator with God, and it is a new heaven that comes as the goodwill of divine mind is expressed on earth through me. It is the kingdom of light, love, peace, and understanding, and I'm doing my part to reveal its reality. We are grateful for the love here expressed by you, for the music, for the community, and for the concepts shared by Reverend Donna. My sharing today is about something that we have a love-hate relationship with, I believe, mastering goal attainment. Happy New Year. That says a lot. It's a brand new time, and I hope your whole year is happy. So many times we've set New Year's resolutions with a lot of initial enthusiasm. Then it gradually dissipates, becoming a thought of the past. Yet some of the resolutions are very important to our well-being, like a change in eating or exercising. At our age, our health becomes very important. I get excited and I write it down. Exercise 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm serious and I mean it. Then suddenly it's Wednesday night, time for bed, and I reflect upon the day. I realize, oh no, I forgot to exercise. How can I get out of this going nowhere goal setting? How can I successfully implement new habits? What do I need to stay true to myself? The more New Year's there are, the older I am. At times I don't feel older, yet I must be, as the babies I knew just a few months ago are now in first grade. Children are wonderful, however, they make it for certain that we are aging. Time stands still for no one. So first off, we need to know what are the things we seriously want to accomplish in the next 365 days. Make a list. Have some of these been on your list before? Why were they not achieved? Was it timing, finances, partner, family? In Homer last summer, I visited my osteopathic doctor who had become super fit. I asked him, do you work out a lot? Every day, he said. I asked, what gym do you use? Oh, I have one in my house. I wish I was that motivated. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. Wow, that made so much sense to me. I can make a bucket list of things to do, see, accomplish, especially when I'm excited. However, I have had no discipline. While researching mastering goals, I found that many of our obstacles are internal. For example, is there a limiting belief that needs to be changed, which would create more freedom? Is there a fear that is hidden so deep that it is unconsciously blocking our progress? Is there more shadow work to be done? Uncovering the root cause of what stops you is what matters. By now, we know that reprogramming our subconscious is vital, and many techniques are available. For example, there are wonderful meditations on YouTube that will help. Meditation helps access the 90% of our mind that we do not usually use. So programming through meditation gives us 100% to create a strong, clear mindset. As we pre-plan the moves necessary to attain our goals, we become clear about what is important, and then we can implement discipline to actually accomplish our dream. Perhaps create a vision board for 2025. When we learn to become masters of our time, we will have more joy in our daily life. Meditation becomes an effective tool that brings clarity to our desires. Shutting out all distractions for even just a few minutes gives us a new determination. I suggest we each spend some quiet time asking for the truth of our desires to be revealed. Then use meditation to engage the subconscious so that 100% of our consciousness is on our side. During the meditation, feed yourself some prescribed affirmations that are directly related to your goals. Create a roadmap on how to get there and how you will on your way. You're well on your way. Tell a friend what you are planning and ask them to check in with you periodically. Cross off your accomplishments as a reward. Using a roadmap, you'll gain the wisdom you need to take your pursuits to the next level. You can research specific goal-oriented roadmaps. I found one on lifehack.org. It was very easy to use. It gave me some very good insights. However, to go further, of course, they wanted some money. The important thing is to have a specific roadmap and to stay on track. Know where you are going. Create the map and master your dream life now. It's time. Like Ernest Holmes would say, change your thinking, change your life. Namaste. So I'll take the candle, holding the high watch, awaiting your prayer request. The practitioners pray all the time, but it's even nicer when we pray and we have a goal that we're praying for. So we need your prayer requests. Thank you.
Boy, did I need to hear that one today. Wow. You know, I was telling Christine just a few minutes ago how I think this is the first time in my entire, adult life, career, whatever you want to call it, that I haven't had like all of quarter one completely planned to the hour and minute. And I have been directionless. And sometimes that's okay. And I have to be okay with that because here we are. It is January, 5th? So if I wanted to have a plan by New Year's Eve, it's way too late for that, isn't it? So the song that I've chosen today is about not having a map. It's called I'm Not Lost, I'm Exploring. It's by Jana Stanfield. If I could look down on this path I walk from somewhere way up high, I could see the crooked road that I have come. I walked a mile with sorrow, I walked a mile with joy, and now I'm less afraid of either one. For every every tear I've cried, there's a smile that I have earned. For every mile I walked, there's a lesson I learned. I am not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. Some people choose to live their lives on quiet avenues, while others find a place in the parade. Some, like me, are seekers. We take less traveled roads, believing we can find a better way. And though I get discouraged, I won't be going back. I have joy as my compass and faith as my map. I am not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring. All of us are headed for the same destination, so why not blaze a trail that's got imagination? I am not lost, I am exploring. Life is an adventure worth enjoying, though I may not know where I'm going. I am not lost, I am exploring. I am not lost, I am exploring.
Thank you. Namaste.
Good morning. It's 2025. We were here last week and it was 2024. So here we are in a brand new year. I mean, I love it. There's really kind of a sense of promise as a calendar year turns to a new one. And I think that's why we depict the changing of the years as an old man passing his wisdom on to a baby. And the new baby then represents hope, promise, and the potential to grow into something wonderful. And I looked it up. Baby New Year has been in existence since roughly 600 before Common Era. You know that? Yeah. It came about originally in Greeks. Every year the Greeks celebrated Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility. And this celebration would include parading a baby through the streets in a basket representing Dionysus's birth. So there's something special about acknowledging a new chapter. And I think it's kind of interesting, we're the only species that knows time. Animals don't celebrate birthdays or anniversaries or different things. We're the only species that has everything chopped up into Chronos and Chronos time. So we have calendars, we have clocks, we have all these different things. And we're the only species that does that. But there is something special about acknowledging a new chapter and turning to a fresh new page in our life's diary. Edith Lovejoy Pierce says, "We will open the book. Its pages are blank. We are going to put words on them ourselves. The book is called Opportunity, and its first chapter is New Year's Day. So that's why I called our topic this morning the book called Opportunity. And I thought it might be kind of fun if we played with Edith Pierce's quote. And look at this book of our life that's entitled Opportunity. According to the dictionary, the word opportunity means a possibility due to a favorable combination of circumstances. It's also defined as a good chance for advancement or progress. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, says life has implanted within all of us a great desire to do things, to build, to create, to accomplish, and to live every moment to the fullest. From this inward desire comes all our hopes, all our aspirations, which are the motive power back of our actions. Too often, we sit around dreaming of great things to come, of big events that may transpire in the future, rather than seizing the opportunity that is always at hand to accomplish the thing we are doing, whatever that might be. Opportunities are not often apparent. Thomas Edison once said, opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Pastor Rick Warren, who founded the Saddleback Church in 1980 and was its pastor for well over 40 years, tells a story on himself, and I'm going to use his words. Paging through a botanical magazine, I found myself marveling at the beautiful flowering trees and exotic plants pictured inside. In a moment of sheer inspiration, I decided it would be awesome to have more in my yard than one scruffy pine tree surrounded by a few faded wood chips. Whether impetus or impetuous, this surge of enthusiasm compelled me to order the jasmine flowering tree on page 5. I was jazzed. In fact, I couldn't wait to get my plant. Weeks after I'd placed the order, however, my excitement was beginning to wane. Where's my tree? I wondered. Spring will be over next week, and I still don't have an award-winning landscape. Finally, a package arrived from California. Staring blankly at the way too small parcel, I decided it must be the invoice, or perhaps the all-important stakes needed to support my new tree. As I opened the little brown box, I simultaneously surveyed the area around me, looking to see where the rest of my delivery was hiding. After carefully unveiling the mysterious arrival, I stared motionless into the shallow carton. Finally, in disbelief and agitation, I drew out a package of tiny, unimpressive seeds. My initial excitement quickly dissipated. You've got to be kidding me, I moaned. They are actually expecting me to plant these dead flakes. I simply could not imagine that I would have to work to obtain this tree. Suddenly I came to a sobering realization. That's how many people would like to go through life, wanting results without doing the work, expecting a harvest without planting the seeds. So if you and I are going to fill our book entitled Opportunity with options for our growth and unfoldment, then we need to be willing to plant the seeds that will ensure a fruitful harvest. And those seeds are not physical. They are the attitudes and beliefs with which we live our lives. I love what Melinda said this morning because it just kind of dovetails with what I'm talking about. In his book, A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle says we are learning that action, although necessary, is only a secondary factor in manifesting our external reality. No matter how active we are, how much effort we make, Our state of consciousness creates our world, and if there is no change on that inner level, no amount of action will make any difference. Ernest Holmes says, all evolution is an awakening and development of a greater possibility, resulting in an unfoldment of an inherent potential. Since we live in our consciousness, it follows that a change of consciousness will produce a change in outward manifestation. Hence, we arrive at the idea that we live in and by our beliefs and opinions, and that as we change these beliefs and opinions, there is an outward manifestation corresponding to the inner change. I mean, we say that every single week, don't we, in some way, shape, or form. Our theme for January is Love Becomes Visible. And it's only from those seeds we plant in consciousness that our outer world will reflect the opportunities, the potentialities from which you and I can grow and flourish. There's an absolute correspondence between our outer experience and our inner consciousness. When we allow love, kindness, compassion to be what seeds our consciousness, then our world of affairs will be filled with things and experiences that express those seeds. And that's how love becomes visible through us. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching tells us that the way to do is to be. And when our doing comes from our being, then our actions are in alignment with spirit. And Eckhart Tolle calls this awakened doing. He says there are three modalities of awakened doing. They are acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. And each one of these represent a vibrational frequency of consciousness. And according to Tolle, if we're not in one of those states, if we look closely, we will find we are creating suffering for ourselves and others. So we're going to go through those three. The first one being acceptance. You know, the whole message of the Tao is acceptance. Same thing with Buddhism. As the water in a stream does not fight the rocks in its path, but gently flows around them, we too allow life to be, observing the inconveniences, but not fighting them. In that way, we are at peace, regardless of the outer experience. Whenever there is something in front of us that we cannot enjoy doing, we can at least accept the situation as it is. Acceptance means that what we do willingly at peace with the process. And Tolle uses an example. He says, we may not enjoy changing a tire in the middle of the night in the pouring rain. We may have very little enthusiasm. But we can simply accept that this is where we are, and changing the tire is what we need to do if we are to continue our journey. There is a peace in this acceptance that's totally lost if we are angry or frustrated. If we are blaming the tire company or a pothole in the road or ourselves for not checking the tires earlier, then we are not in the present moment and we will not be at peace. Tolle says that acceptance may appear to be a passive state, but in reality it is active and creative because it brings something new into the world. And he calls this surrendered action, because our actions come from that place of pure being, which is a place of acceptance. He also warns us that if we are not enjoying or accepting what we are doing, we need to stop. Otherwise, we're not taking responsibility for our state of consciousness. And since our consciousness is the starting point of the creative process, then we are not taking responsibility for our life, which is the result of that state of consciousness. So even if what we're doing isn't particularly enjoyable, we need to keep our consciousness, like the water, able to flow easily around those inconveniences so we can move forward and not become bogged down by them. And the second one is enjoyment. The peace that comes with surrendered action turns to a sense of aliveness when we truly enjoy what we are doing. And so that's the second modality of awakened doing. Tolle says, on the new earth, enjoyment will replace wanting as a motivating power behind people's actions. Wanting arises from our belief that we are a separate fragment, disconnected from the power that lies behind all creation. Through enjoyment, we link into the universal creative power itself. And when we can stand in the present moment and see the blessings in it without thought of past or future, then that's when we express joy. So often we put off our joy by feeling that we must be doing something meaningful in order to express it. And that places our joy in the future, so we miss joy in the small things that encompass the present moment. And I was thinking about this because John took a nap yesterday afternoon, and I went in the bedroom after he got up, and there's an outline of where he used to be. There's a little lump where the cat used to be, and then there's little paw prints all the way down following John when he got up. And I thought, how cute, isn't that a blessing to just kind of catch that and know that this is what it's all about, really. Something teeny tiny simple, but it means so much. So when we can stand in the present moment and see the blessings in it, then we're experiencing joy. Joy does not come from what we do. It's not something that can be derived from an activity or the acquisition of something. Rather, it flows into what we are doing from a place deep within us. And that's why we truly enjoy the activities in which we are fully present. We are experiencing an aliveness in which we are experiencing an aliveness that is one with who we are. Eckhart Tolle says that the new earth arises as more and more people discover that their main purpose in life is to bring the light of consciousness into this world and use whatever they do as a vehicle for this consciousness. So the consciousness of our whole planet is raised when we do what we do in joy and from joy. And the third one is enthusiasm. And for Eckhart Tolle, enthusiasm means there is a deep enjoyment in what we do, plus the added element of a goal or a vision. At the height of creative activity fueled by enthusiasm, there is enormous energy and intensity. He says you will feel like an arrow that is moving toward a target and enjoying the journey. When we have true enthusiasm, we are not focused on getting to the goal or vision. We are immersed in the process. And if we begin to feel stress rather than enthusiasm, we need to step back to see where we have cut ourselves off from that creative flow. The word enthusiasm comes from ancient Greek, en and theos, or in God. So when we are filled with enthusiasm, we seem to be riding a wave of creative energy. And we often actually feel that it is not ourselves doing anything, but rather something within us guiding our actions as we simply flow with that guidance. Enthusiasm is a power that transfers the mental blueprint or the vision into the physical dimension. It implies that the goal or vision is already a reality in mind. So we are not trying to get what we do not have. We are creating the outlet for that which already is to come forth into the physical realm. And my friend Maria Clementi says, we don't try to make anything happen. We simply try to make it welcome. It's through enthusiasm that we enter into full alignment with the creative process. We may not be able to stay there all of the time, but once this wave of creative energy has passed, we are left with pure joy in what we are doing. And then a new wave of creative energy comes later that leads to renewed enthusiasm, and the cycle continues. When we stay focused on the present moment, we can manifest one of these three modalities: acceptance, enjoyment, or enthusiasm. And we are transforming ourselves and the earth when we do. Anthony Robbins says, life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. So we begin this new year with the first blank page of our book entitled Opportunity. And as we meet each moment with acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm, we give our best self to the world, and we are blessed in that process. And I want to close with something I found by Walt Whitman. From this hour, I ordain myself loosed of limits and imaginary lines, going where I list, my own master, total and absolute, listening to others, considering well what they say, pausing, searching, receiving, contemplating, gently but with undeniable will, divesting myself of the holds that would hold me. I am larger, better than I thought. I did not know I held so much goodness. So as this new year unfolds, may we all find that we are larger, better than we thought, and we all hold more goodness than we'll ever know. Thank you. Namaste.
Now I let myself have a new beginning. I'm moving on to a brand new life. It's okay to take a step ahead. So I step ahead to my new beginning. Now I let myself have a new beginning. I'm moving on to a brand new life. It's okay to take a step ahead. So I step ahead to my new beginning. I guess we don't think it's okay for us to step ahead. Let's try it again. Well, I let myself have a new beginning. Moving on to a brand new life. It's okay for me to step ahead. So I step ahead to my new beginning. Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
So I ask that you join me in our offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for your generosity that allows us to be a vital presence in this community, allows our center to grow and flourish. I noticed next door that they've got a huge amount of cars at the UUs. And every time, John says, you keep saying that. Every time I pull in, I'm so excited because I want them to succeed as much as I want us to succeed. So, and I haven't even met the minister yet. So anyway, we've got something going here. I think there's something special about this neck of the woods. I certainly think there's something special about the people who are here. So thank you. And let's close this portion out in prayer and then join us for all kinds of refreshments. Thank you, men's group. I know that there is one divine intelligence. I know that the attributes of this intelligence is love, truth, beauty, harmony, joy, abundance. And I know that we are birthed from this intelligence, that it is the truth of our being. So as we begin a brand new year with new pages, new chapters, we take with us all the attributes of God that we are. And in doing so, we make a better place for ourselves and for the world. I speak my word for anyone experiencing any kind of a challenge. And I certainly hold Don and Lynn Green close to my heart, knowing that I do believe in miracles. And I see one happening right now for them. I give thanks for the opportunity to be a part of this incredible spiritual family. And I know that I am blessed beyond measure. And I trust that you are too, as we say together, and so it is. Thank you. May we stand and sing Stand.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. a stand for love, let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now, so let there be peace. I am a stand for peace, let there be love. I am a stand for love, let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now. We are living